Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and I want to talk about Harley Quinn. I have said in previous videos that I think she is DC's most overused character. I even said that in my last video when it came to her being Batman's sidekick. Now, when you get a quintessential Harley Quinn story, it can work. And this is the perfect example of that. And I have reviewed the other two issues of this, so I will put that in the link in the description. But wow, Stjepan Sejic really does outdo himself each and every single time I read something by him, whether it's this or Sunstone or anything. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. As always, hit that like button if you enjoy the video. There are links in the description to help support the channel, but leaving a like, a comment, I read each and every single one of them. Now, the theme this week when it comes to comic books, at least what I've read, besides, of course, the obvious Tom King, has kind of been like, wow, I really want to review this. Wow, I really want to talk about this. This tops that list. Now, I do love me some hot Joker, and I do love me some hot Harley Quinn, so we're going to get a really good combination of that. So we left off basically with, in the TLDR, just is, you know, it's the normal Harley Quinn story, but it's the journey to get there, right? So we left off with Harley slowly, and we were seeing her fall into Joker's manipulation and spell, and we also had seen Harvey Dent burnt and becoming Two-Face, and the storyline with the executioners and stuff. So we open up, and Harley is again talking about her nightmares, what that have went from nightmares now into just something completely else since the hug. And they do a really good job now. So she said she had an interview with Mad Hatter, and that's kind of where she's getting this Alice in Wonderland themed dream here. But Stjepan just is not afraid to shy away. Like she says in this one part, he got under my skin. I didn't just snap out of the dream feeling sweaty. I woke up wet. Like that. Okay, Harley, thank you for sharing that information. I am so glad to know that. But still, it's gonna get good. So we see Hugo Strange, and he's yelling at her because she turned the camera off when she was last in there with Joker. She refuses to go by his rules, so she's going to keep the cameras off, but she does have to sign a waiver. So we go back in, and she is having her meeting with Joker. No cameras, just her and Joker, and it's about to get fun. Well, until it gets rudely interrupted. The security guard that we've seen quite a few times now at this point comes in because he wants to check on her. He doesn't trust Joker. He's seen too many people die by his hand. So he generally is just looking out for her. He's a good guy. But Harley is in love. Like, Harley is in head over heels love right now. And it's cute because I love it too much. But then we get to go back to Harvey. And Harvey obviously has kind of the what's it called? Like the angel or devil on your shoulder. That's Harvey's persona, right? So we're going to get that kind of shown here a little bit more. And he's talking to somebody that's not there on the phone. He has cops come in, and they want to help him. They are and do believe in this executioner style movement that's going on within the Gotham City PD. And they want to help. Not only do they want to help, they want to work alongside him. So he keeps saying we, and it's because he's talking about both sides of his personality, but he means himself. So they decide to, it's either going to be they're going to let out people from Blackgate, or they're going to let out people from Arkham. Guess where they choose? So it is going to be Arkham, but that's going to be towards the end a little bit more. We've got Joker and Harley again talking about his nerve damage that he has, and talking about, he can't just feel her hand, so she needs to scratch him, right? Like, oh God. She also, talks to some of the other patients. She talks to Ivy a little bit, talks to Killer Croc doesn't like her at all, but she is, it's kind of going over, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's going over, the lust and that feeling you get when you're first in love, and I love it so much. So, we get Harley coming back to work, and she's freaking out because Batman went in and talked to Joker without her permission. She is his primary care psychiatrist, so she feels like he should have had his permission. But it's Batman, Batman doesn't have to get anybody's permission when it comes to talking to somebody from Arkham or even Blackgate or so on and so forth. So she stands up to Batman, and of course, Joker thinks that's hot, and she's pissed. So she's like, fine, you know what? We're gonna have a kind of date, as much of a date as you can get in Arkham. So she goes and gets her makeup on and gets all pretty and goes back to meet the Joker. She hikes her skirt up a little bit. Oh, Harley, I love you too much. And she goes in, takes it off. And that's when, just so much fun stuff happens right now. We can see the scratching of the bat comes back into play. And she goes home. And, she's having some more dreams. But not only that, she's realizing at this point that she's falling in love. She is mad love, right? And she also she still thinks by her showing him that she loves him, she can save him. And so she's having dreams about, her reaching her hand out, saving him. We all know better. And now we're going to get to the executioners going into Arkham. And they start with Ivy. Now they bring her in some fertilizer, and Ivy can do the rest by herself. And Ivy looks flipping fantastic. The art in this is just some of the best I had seen. I don't think there's a whole lot of people that I like other than him. Maybe Alex Ross or Tony Dandos. There's a few that are on his lines. But damn. He can draw a hot Joker and he can draw a hot Ivy. And we see him release, Zaz and Penguin. Joker, obviously. And so Joker decides, they're obviously not coming in there, the executioners, to kill them. Well, Joker knows that. But he tells Croc that they are. And that's when mass panic starts to happen. That's when Harley shows up. Her concern isn't the other people or the innocent. Her concern... What's that a word? Her concern is Joker. Her concern is Jay. And Gordon keeps telling her, stay away, don't go inside. Yeah, right. She's not going to listen. She's in love. She's going to go and try to get him, try to save him, try to get him out. Whatever she can do. She realizes pretty quickly that that's a big mistake. Croc comes at her, and the only reason she is even safe is because Hot Ivy comes up and saves her by stopping him and throwing Croc out the window. And then we get Dent, right? Dent does not like Ivy, and in the first issue, if you read it, they had kind of words with each other. So Harvey is deciding whether he's going to kill her or not using, like he always does, his coin, but he kind of cheats because she gets to live, and then he's like, okay, best, 2 out of 3. And Joker's like, no, that is cheating. You can't do that. So he basically, before that, he does explain a lot of his story and why he chose Arkham. He was sick of people being let out over and over and over again. And being a prosecutor or district attorney and seeing these people let out over and over again, rehabilitated, and she was help rehabilitating them, so she particularly does get on his nerve. Anyways, Joker's, that's cheating. He is defending Harley here. He really is. I do see a lot of manipulation from Joker, but it also feels pretty genuine at the same time, if that makes sense. So he just beats Harvey's face in with a brick. She tells him to stop. And then the guard that I talked about before that was trying to protect her comes in, again, trying to protect her by killing Joker. Well, Harley is not gonna let that happen. And for the first time ever, the first shot, Harley ever takes is a person that cared about her, a person that she saw on a normal basis. She doesn't really know what she's doing with the gun, but she just does it. Like, it's just second nature to protect those who you love. And that's when she realizes that she is not, she's not all there. She also realizes the similarities between her and Harvey Dent, and she kind of starts to laugh about it. And then Joker starts to laugh about it. And then we get this wonderful, mischievous embrace here. And we do get Batman seeing this on the TV. So, or wait, is it the TV or is it security cameras? I don't remember. But even so, he's saying, I knew Harley. I knew she just wanted to help and I funded her. Like, he has that guilt complex, dude. I totally understand. He wants to, see what happened, what went wrong with Harley. And now, 4 years later, and we have full-fledged Harley Quinn, totally crazy. She's saying, she lives in like a dream world, but she's not sure anymore because everything's just kind of foggy. Maybe it was the laughing glass or all the sex. I don't know. But we get a wonderful picture. And I really do like this because it's in her mind, right? So we see regular Harley locked away. She's still there, but she's locked away in all these little mirrors, these funhouse mirrors. I love this. Like, this to me was probably the best articulated and drawn story that Harley, maybe besides, well, probably just as good as Mad Love. Like, this to me, when somebody's asking what they should read when it comes to Joker or Harley, I would say this. This is the quintessential story that needs to be heard. Because it shows, the humanity within Harley, the wanting to be loved, the wanting to love, the wrong turn she takes, and just exactly what we can expect from here on out. We know the rest of the story. We know the story between her and Joker. This was her origin, and I absolutely freaking love this. Let me know what you guys think. I will have one more video up later today. Oh, it is another Joker. But there's a lot of good comics this week, so I'm going to have a lot of reviews up this week. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, I want to give a huge shout out to my Subscribe Star and Patreons. You guys literally make this channel possible. Thank you so much, Sanjuro, Way Else One, BG Torrance, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Grand Smear, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Jeremy Burtz, Mike Buckner, Robert, and Timothy French. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you so much, and make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.